Listen, sorry I'm late. I voted. I voted. I went to vote. I do hate that you can't just like turn it on and off. Like that's something I wish I could do because I was trying to see if I could randomly turn on the stream to the tubes of the U. But I can't do it. I can't. So I have to like basically stop start this to get it to be on the other one. Um, which wait, no, is it working? Oh gosh, it is working. Oh my god, I'm amazing. Hi, hello. I was just upset about this. Okay, so never mind. I'm not as smart as I thought I was, but I am getting smarter. So everybody just do a little dancey dance at how intelligent I am. Thank you. Hi, hello, welcome. I'm Audra Rains, and I yap about things going on the internet and anything else I feel like talking about. Your sinner. Listen, I actually need to update the sinner command. Mostly because I feel like how do I put this? I feel like I'm trying to figure out how to put it. I think that I don't have it set up properly to like do the things I wanted to do. So it is what it is. Any who's it's, sorry I'm late. I was voting. Also, everybody, big ups to everyone who worked nights and managed to vote. Big ups to y'all because y'all out there doing the thing. I feel like not enough people give love to the night to the night crew. It's rough on them in these streets. It is definitely rough on them in these streets. They be out there. They're trying. Um, I find it weird. Listen, well, because I wanted to do like more stuff, but it's that's a fault of my own, and I think it's fine the way that it is. Em, thank you. You are correct. I just need to leave it alone because I don't need everything. Everything doesn't have to bells and whistles and make a lot of sounds. Okay, okay, all right. So. I'm not dressed like this to be seen as hot. I'm dressed like this because I am hot. I'm having hot flashes. It is nightmarish. Somebody I need to speak to whoever made my body. I need to speak to the makers of bodies, okay? Because my meat suit is not operating properly. I don't like it. I don't like it. I am upset, genuinely. I sleep every night tossing and turning. Everybody in my house has to freeze because I'm hot. Okay, because I'm the one who's burning up. If I even see my mom moving towards the thermostat, I'm like, what are you doing? What are you doing over there? Why are you like this? Please don't do this to me. Hi, Herbie. Welcome. Yes, my meat suit is malfunctioning. I hate it. I hate my life. Um, I'm tired of burning up. I'm having coffee anyway, even though I know it's going to just like set off another, multiple hot flashes at this point. So, welcome in. Discord people, welcome. Patrons, channel members, big ups to y'all as well. Thank you. But yes, to where Jesus come here, bitch, for real, because it's so hot. It's just it's unbelievable. I keep feeling like we need. I'm always hot too. It sucks so bad. Hi, Envy. The boob god smiled on you. Listen, they did. Um, I have situations where it works out well, and then I have other situations where it just like it literally refuses to do that. It's like, what you should do is eat shit actually, and I'm like, oh, okay. Oh, a weighted blanket sounds lovely. Listen, it's because I voted. They're glowing because I voted. Listen. One of the things that I have learned and do take notice of is that I myself have not practiced voting in all of these elections. And I wanted to start making a change because I do know that like every single time you get this overwhelming feeling of like, it doesn't matter. I'm in a red state and it's very, very difficult for me to like have my vote counted. But how do you know if we're all saying it doesn't matter and we're all not voting, then it does matter. It means that we all sat home being like the guy in red, the red guy is going to win. And the truth is, if we all just got up off of our asses and did the thing, who can? Because I know a lot of these jobs out here try to make it very, very difficult for you to actually vote. But you know, I did get it done. There were some things that were worded very interestingly. And like one of them, I was like, I'm against that, because they were just like, they worded it as parents have the final say on how they're like on their children's whatever. And I was just like, I'm against that, because I feel like this is going in a direction I don't like. Y'all try to trick me with words, and sometimes you get me, you know, sometimes you get me. Voting is hot, just like my perimenopause experience. Fat Sajak, welcome in. Yo, if you're not subscribed to Fat Sajak, listen, since you're here, I need you to know something. This is very important, okay? You are one of the creators single-handedly getting me through my workplace harassment. Like I put on the videos and I'm like listening to you, and it just keeps me from being violent at work. Because like there's a period of time that I have to be in the office, okay? And then after that period ends, and I go out and I deliver mail and whatnot, you know, that part's good, but in office it's bad. Just having somebody hover over you and being like, when are you coming back to the office? I'm like, bitch, when I'm done. Did you see I had 300 packages? Because I did. I saw them. Did you see I have double mail? I saw it. Did you see I had 4 tubs of flats and letters? Because I did. Okay, I'm just checking. You know, between like Fat Sajak, Mika, Olay, and the Olay-verse, basically, and foreign, like everybody's just like keeping me fed so that I managed to not become a violent asshole. Fat Sajak is a national treasure. She's been doing something I was going to do a long time ago, and then like I didn't do it. I stream now. Like occasionally there will be a filmed video up on this channel, but like don't wait for it, okay? This is the time that I have, and I use it to live stream, and that is what I enjoy. It is my favorite medium. I like being able to communicate back and forth with you, okay? Yes, it is a thing for good reason, and it's because, like, literally this is the most simplest job. It's so simple. I deliver mail and packages, but for some reason, like, management wants to make this job extra complicated. And I'm just like, I just got to deliver the shit, and if you would just stop bothering me, I could deliver it properly. Like, I wouldn't get stressed out, mix up numbers and shit, and, like, deliver shit to the wrong person, which is not, like, a thing I normally do. But remember that your postal people are human beings and we do make mistakes. Also, this is another notification before I start getting into the good stuff. Please leave on your porch lights. It's dark as fuck. It's dark. Leave on your porch lights, please. Please. Listen, I love that you're insane on the internet. Here's the thing, too. I do think that we need women and femmes of a certain age on the platform doing things that are fun, okay? Because real talk, if we don't have them, it just, I don't, we're just missing so much in that regard. You know what I mean? Like, who else is going to teach you about perimenopause and the hot flashes? It's not a joke. It's hot. It is unseemly. Like, I just love waking up at 3 a.m. for no reason, and I'm just awake. Oh no, not mommy. Oh, thank you for using thank you so much for using the cursed emote. Oh gosh. Oh, Kat, thank you. Hi, Tommy. How are you? So, what we're doing today, the first thing I did want to talk about is, and before we get started, we're going to keep it cute. There's no name calling. There's no talking. Like, we're not going to talk about anybody's appearance. We're not going to talk about people's intelligence. That's not what we're doing for this particular segment. But please, please remember, this is for conversation. This isn't to send hate to anybody. Okay. So what we're going to have to talk about today, one of the first things I'm going to be talking about is Cruel World Happy Mind put out a video, okay? I don't know if you're familiar with Madison, but she does what I I call it long form drama. M calls it rehashing of drama. Oh Lord. If you're on the Twitch side, you do get the benefit of channel points, in which you can also use one of the cursed emotes. But I call it rehashing of drama. Like, I know that we want to listen. There's a few different forms of long form content. One of them is a video essay, and it's exactly what its name says. It is an essay in video form where they have a intro paragraph and then supporting paragraphs and then a conclusion. Then there is what basically drama. That's what I call it. There's no hate to anybody about it, but what I end up calling drama. It is a drama channel.
I'm tired of your gas. I'm just gonna go to work.
Not me flirting. How dare you?
I said throw
A
down,
recap,
boy.
you might call it.
Oh.
So, and there's no hate to that. Listen, there's nothing wrong with doing a rehash video or a recap of the drama, because like some people don't get all of the things that happen. And it is good that we have these like long videos that give us all of the information in one video. And typically, I'm going to have to mute that right quick though. I'm so sorry. I gotta go do a meeting, so I gotta lurk. Enjoy your lurk. But no, you're okay, Danny. Don't worry about it. When I'm doing both, that I'm working on getting my skills together so that I don't have to go through and like mute certain sections of the live, because that's annoying. I mean, I can do it, but I just don't want to. I'm on fire. But let me see if I can get this up properly, like the sometimes winner that I am. Do I win? Sometimes I win, sometimes I lose, sometimes I'm scared of tech, and all I really want is I want to refresh it is what I want to do. Okay, so I got that part done. Okay, so we're refreshing that. Let me pull, oh, I've got the wrong thing going. I actually need to take this and pull it here. There we go. Okay, so there we go. Okay, it's taking a smidgen because I just tried to do the thing that I'm trying to do right now. I feel like it's that, and I don't want that. And see, that I don't want you to do that. No, that, no, it's me trying to watch the thing. Thank you for the resub. It's being shiesty. Hold on one second. Let me do this and then come back, and it'll want to be my friend all of a sudden. Oh my God, my skin. Okay, there we go. So 7 days ago, Madison did this video. It is a 3-hour long video about the fall of H3 and how Ethan Klein destroyed his career. All right. So, and you'll also notice that then one day later, she does put out an apology video. And we're going to kind of get into it. Now, before I get started, how many people, how many people saw, thank you so much for the resub. I appreciate it, Legendary Rouge, saw this video? Like, did anybody see it? When I say I watched a video, please know that I'm listening to it. Like, I don't actually get to physically watch most of my videos. This is why I appreciate the people of a certain age, because they tend to put out long ass videos. I love it. It brings me joy. Like, thank you so much for your 2 or 3 hour long sagas. Please don't stop, because I put together a playlist to make it through work. So you saw you didn't finish it. You watched it 2 days ago. So I listened to it. I felt like, here's the thing. I felt like it was a little soft. Like I think a lot of people's content around Ethan Klein is, mine included, I guess. I'm like, I guess, because I don't really talk about Ethan Klein all that much. I think I covered the debate with Hassan, whom I have multiple problems with, but you know, not the ones that those that want me to have them have. I don't have those ones. I just have more that he is a white leftist, and it's weird that every time he gets mad, ooh, jump scare. It's weird that, you know, every time he gets mad, he like, starts screaming at people, and I just feel like you end up making a platform, in my opinion, that gets people to harass you and harangue you so that they'll get attention. So maybe stop pointing out those people all the time is what I would say. And maybe stop saying black with a hard B. Okay, so with that said, and that does actually lead into this. That didn't just come out of nowhere, okay? So the thing about this video, it was relatively soft, but there were points in it where I was confused why she used certain language. I don't know if it's gonna show this part to you or not. Do y'all see this, or is it showing up or not? I'm like, let me know if it's showing up, because I have like can I just like not watch that part? Or anyways, who cares? So the video goes on and I'm wondering if I can like pop this out at all, because like I actually prefer my chats. This is fine. Okay, thank you. It was very fence sitter. Hi, Jessica. Yeah, it was very, very fence sitter. I avoid Ethan Klein content or anything related. I find it interesting because I think for me, why I like seeing how people cover Ethan Klein is because when I watch people cover Ethan Klein, it lets me know where they are in their beliefs and how they feel about their monetization. And that's kind of how I felt about this video. Please don't get mad at me. The thing about it to me is that at one point in this video, she does shoehorn the conversation that was had with Hassan and saying black people. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, hold on. Let me see if I can find it. Listen, I have like I'm the worst at my job, but also the best. You're welcome. Thank you. I appreciate you being here. So for anybody who hasn't seen it, let me see if I can find it, because I don't know if it's just going to be like I feel like this one might work. We're going to see. I need to do this.
Or as a black.
Oh, I also need to do this. Hold on. Okay, there we go. Because he's going to show the clip of him doing it. Maybe in this one. I don't feel like it's this one. Let me keep peeking. He's like, ugh. Oh, here we go.
Stupid.
So this is the clip that everybody was talking about, if you haven't seen it. And this gets shoehorned into Madison's video, which is why I'm bringing it up.
Yes. Clown take. Can you shut the fuck up when it comes to black folks? You really don't want to talk about us unless it comes from voting. When is the last time you spoke about Sudan? I'm going to ether you. Any other black folk want to engage in radical activist language in this chat? Suck my cock, okay? You stupid fucking radlib. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of my chat. Stupid, moronic, fucking radlib nonsense. Suck my fucking dick. Fuck you. You think you have a pass in here to speak like this? Get the fuck out of here. God damn, dude. This kind of attitude is so insanely repulsive. Like, what the do you think you're doing? We're talking about creating a larger, broad, people-back movement and creating solidarity, and you immediately got root.com.
The way all black people just spell it out like black.
Article regurgitators in here instantly being like, sweetie, you don't understand black people. Shut the fuck up.
So like that was the thing. Okay, so she does throw this into her video, which I found odd because it didn't fit, my opinion. And for anybody who watched the video, it didn't actually really seem to fit what was going on. Exactly, Pablo. It wasn't any different. Like that was to me, that's the issue, is it really wasn't any different than the way that I wish I could pop this chat out. It's so annoying that like, if to use this, that they're like, oh, you're going to have to pay for that service. And I don't want to pay for things anymore. I'm broke. No, I'm not broke. I'm fine. I'm just mad. But I'm just mad that everything costs money. I just want one thing to be free. But, oh, door baby. And so like when she put that in the video, her reasoning for it seemed to be, I'm not just attacking Ethan, I'm also showing that Hassan bad too. And I was like, okay, but it doesn't make sense in a video about Ethan Klein. Like, this is about the fall of H3H3, and this had happened, I feel like maybe 2 or 3 days before her video dropped. So you had to have had it mostly edited, and then this dropped, and then you put it in the video. And I found it weird. Because I remember listening to it and feeling like this is a very strange tonal shift. Hi, Camp.
I'm used to being and it's always difficult when a group of new friends meet together for the first time to get acquainted. So I'm perfectly prepared to start the ball rolling. I mean, I have absolutely no idea what we're doing here, what I'm doing here, but this place is Saturday and determined.
How are you? I'm drinking coffee because I have a headache. I'm like, my life. But like, I found it weird to me. It would be one thing to include it because it had to do with a video about like Hassan. And while I understand that Hassan has featured heavily in the decline of Ethan Klein, that's a weird sentence to make. It was just weird to throw this situation in. It didn't make sense, but she was trying to avoid getting attacked by the stands. See, I criticized him too. And that's the point I'm actually going to get to, Danny. Here is my problem. In her apology, when she starts to apologize, she brings up that she was worried about the video getting demonetized. She was worried about the stands. She also, instead of referring to what is happening in Palestine and Sudan and all over the world as what it is, which is a genocide, she said conflict. It upset a lot of people because they were like, just say the words. And my issue with it, and again, this isn't with, I don't have problems with Madison. Please don't come at me being like, you don't like Madison, because that's not it at all. What I'm saying is, on this platform, we're getting to points where if you have to consider your money, and I want you to be able to feed your family, I want everybody to be able to feed their family, but if you have to sit back and really tamp things down because you're concerned about your family, your ability to make money, like, don't do the video. That's all I'm saying. Don't do the video. Just don't do it. And I understand it because, like, this is not my full-time job. This isn't what I do full-time. So to me, I understand that, because like, if a bunch of people piss me the fuck off, like, I can just go and do my job and be pissed off that I'm working at my job and never hop back on YouTube or Twitch ever again. Like, I could just be like, yeah, fuck it, and be done. And so it really brings me to that point where I'm just like, I think that y'all just need to stop having these conversations if you're concerned about it. Because you can't have the conversation. Like, we're not journalists, for fuck's sakes. There's no such thing as unbiased. And even if you went to journalism school, they would tell you the same thing. There is no such thing as unbiased. There's no way for anybody to be unbiased. You have your beliefs. You have the way that you feel about things. You have your moral code. Anything that you work on will be slanted in your belief system. That's just how it works. That's just how it works. Like, it's what they teach you in journalism school is how to try to, like, write past that or find a way to not let it negatively impact your article, right? Like, if you hate Brad Pitt and you have to do an article on Brad Pitt, you have to write the article, but find a way to not, like, have it be the fact that you fucking hate him. You know what I mean? Like, that's what you're trying to do at that point. You're just trying to, like, write the article so that it doesn't show how much you despise that abusive, alcoholic piece of shit. And so you're going to find a way to write said article to avoid people knowing how much you hate him. But this is YouTube. This is YouTube. And let's be so fucking for real. Most of us aren't journalists. Most of us didn't go to journalism school. You're allowed to have a bias. And I think that when you're going to cover someone like Ethan Klein, like Hassan, like anybody who's like super controversial, because like the LeBrant family doesn't really have stands that are kind of going to come and be wild internet yahoos. You know what I mean? Like that's not what you're. The LeBrant family isn't going to do that to you. You know what I mean? Like no hate, but like that's not who's going to come knocking on your door, right? You're genuinely not. You're not going to have that. And I find that Madison is a relatively like soft person, soft spoken, kind. But the thing is, I've always noticed that like she's more of a fence sitter, and there's nothing wrong with that. And I don't mean like she herself is a fence sitter. I find that her content in general tends to be more fence city, where she's trying not to piss off either side. And the thing that even I told my friend Jen was this. I said, listen, the thing about cultivating an audience of people who don't know exactly where you stand, the problem with that is that you're allowing space for people who you actually don't want here. That's the thing. You're going to have space here for people that you actually do not want in your community. For people that are transphobic, homophobic, racist, you know, you're just misogynistic. Those people they will be in your community because you haven't said or done anything to let them know otherwise. And so they'll always be there. They'll always be there being nasty. And their favorite thing to do is to be like, well, I don't just unsubscribe over a difference of opinions, because again, I've said this before, Republicans and conservatives have this feeling that their political beliefs are just opinions and not moral failings. And I'm like, ugh. But like, I'm like, oh, but like, the thing about a lot of her content in here, let me just like, and I like it. Please don't come over here. Like if Madison should see this, which I don't think she would, because I'm way too small of a creator for her to see me anyway, because she has 656K subscribers. A lot of her, oh, I haven't watched this. I'm definitely going to watch that now. That I got a work day tomorrow. That's 2 hours. That's office time. But a lot of these people like Daniel Cohn, the 8 Passengers people, Fresh and Fit, like these are people who were never going to come here, right? And by come here, I mean they don't have stands who are going to like really try to ruin your life. And I think that there are times when you have to recognize that prioritizing your check and your family's well-being and your well-being, your mental health and well-being, that is far more important than making this video. Because if you hadn't made the video, you wouldn't have had to make an apology that was a little tepid at best to me, and Bad Empanada would not have been able to troll you. And that didn't help the situation. I feel like it made things worse in a lot of ways, because it was that I messed up to you, Hassan and Ethan Klein. Again, I feel like we have to get to points where we recognize that what we are doing, like this makes people money. I make, I don't know, $130 a month on YouTube. I'm rolling in dollars. You know, I make like $130 on YouTube. Okay. A lot of that's because like I genuinely don't have time to do content all the time. So I appreciate each and every one of you who watch this live. I appreciate all of you who watch the live after it's up for a while. They will be longer ones now. Maybe like once every 2 weeks I will show up unless something happens and I'm like, I gotta talk about this. But because she does get trolled by Bad Empanada. He does end up showing up in her comments on this apology video, just like still trolling her, that lawyers are going to contact her and how she misrepresented him. I do think that some of the things that she put into the video weren't well done. Like when she put in the stuff about Giardia, she did not. And again, this is my opinion, because you can clearly see I've been watching her videos. Like you can see the like red stripes. Like I watch them, I listen to the shit. Like I'm not. You see this? Like thank you. I'm obviously a person who listens. Okay, I'm not subscribed because I've told y'all before I can't subscribe to too many white people or my feed turns white. And she doesn't need my subscription. You know, she has 656K subscribers. I'm one person. It's not going to change anything. So. Mika got attacked when she talked about Ethan, but didn't apologize because she meant what she said. That part, Farkle. That part. And I think that for her, what I wish she would have maybe considered is if you didn't want the smoke and you were concerned about being demonetized, that don't do that video. Like you have a family, all of these things, and I don't mean it to be shitty. Me personally, I wouldn't have done it. I would have been like, you know what, I don't, because if this was my only job, I can tell you right now, I never would have had like zero conversation about Hassan and like the whole debate. I would have had zero. I'm gonna be so fucking for real, and the reason I wouldn't is because I'm just like, if this is your only job, you are chronically online. Like ask any content creator, they are chronically online because they have to be. Especially if you're making content about content. You have to be chronically online. You have to be here all the time. As such, therefore, and forthwith, I would not make said video because I don't want a bunch of people screaming at me, right? I don't want a bunch of people screaming at me. I'm not into it. I don't want my entire internet experience having to be all of these people yelling at me wildly on the internet and trying to dox me and do all this wild shit. Right? Like I'm not interested in it. I feel like the other deep dives were good for me. But I do feel like, again, to me, one of the reasons that this content is so popular and her content is popular is one, because she has like the very calm, soothing voice. And again, it just breaks down everything that's ever happened with somebody. Like Anna Paul's disgusting TikTok empire. That was actually interesting. I've never even really heard of Anna Paul. And I feel like I heard about her one time on like the Do We Know Them podcast. And I haven't been watching Do We Know Them for quite a while at this point. No hate to them. I just stopped watching it. But like, I've never even heard of Piper Raquel. I watched a 2-hour video about it. Like I've never heard of this person. Like the LeBrant family, I barely heard of because like I'm not their target audience. Okay, I don't want to have children, and I don't care about watching family vlogging type people who do that. I never really knew what was going on with OK Baby like at all. Like a lot of this shit, I don't know who these people are. I have no idea who Chris and Queen are. Watched it anyway. I love this type of content because I get to learn about people that like I have no idea who you are, or what the fuck you do, but I'm gonna watch an hour-and-a-half video on it. Certainly, I learned about the internet. Hi, Nolly. But like Camp, I don't know these people, period. Right? Like Matt and Abby, who are those people? Don't know. He's terrible, by the way. 4-hour Diddy video. I don't think I've watched that one yet because I probably missed that it came out. That's how my life is, because I was watching FG Signifier's video on it. But like, yeah, Kat, like, thank you. I'm nosy. I'm a nosy bitch. And like a lot of this is white people business. And y'all know how I feel about white people business. I'm in it all the time. I can't stop myself. I don't know who the target audience is for the LeBrant family. People who spend their Saturdays standing outside protesting at Planned Parenthood, probably. Fat Sage Heck. They also show up at drag brunch, okay, on Sunday when they should be at church. I'm like, why are you here? Go to your church. Does your God know that you're out here? To see, this is why I'm going to hell. You know what I mean? But like, there's a good place. Like, I don't even care about the D'Amelios, but I did listen to this entire video and like their bad business and all of that. I think that when you step off into politics, and this is something we're seeing a lot of content creators run into and learn and have to learn, unfortunately, is you have to let people know where the fuck you stand. There can't be any pussyfooting around. You can't be soft about it. There's not a night, like, you have to let people know where you stand all the time. Because if you do not, there's a lot of space for interpretation. The people who normally watch you and thought they knew where you stood start to feel like maybe you don't. But I also think that this is indicative, like this video and what happened in it is indicative of the way in which we're softening our language a lot, so people don't know what the fuck we're talking about. You know what I mean? Like, people are saying grape. And that's not, we don't just say the word and bleep it if you have to, but we need to start saying the words. We are going to have to maybe stop with the euphemisms at this point, because it reminds me, and this is going to be awful, but of why, just trigger warning for sexual assault of children and minors, but like why we advocated for so long to explain, to use the words breast, vagina, like to use these words, because if you're using some random euphemism, the way in which teachers and adults don't know what that child is talking about, and only maybe their parent would know, we need to use the words. Because we're PDF, like we're censoring everything to the point that like things they don't have meaning. And it started to frustrate me. And listen, I am just as guilty as the next person. But I think if you don't want to say the word itself, then maybe find another way around it. Like if you don't want to say somebody was raped, then instead let's use sexual assault. Let's say assaulted. Let's use words that mean stuff, because calling it grape is not good. Although I do like kick a file. I do like kick a file. That is actually a really good one. Good job, Foreign. You know, that one is actually quite good. That's quite good. Yeah, Ace. Or saying SA. Because we're getting to this point where like I understand that these are our jobs, but what that means for us is that we have to start making the choice between our financial, mental health, our financial and or mental health, and not doing that video. And I think a lot of times you can just go, I'm not going to do the video. As many views as I might get on that video, as much money as I could make from this video, I'm not going to do it because I can't just say shit. Right. And we have got to get to a point where we stop playing this game, because we are in a place right now, media wise, internet wise, where like all of these big conglomerates and corporate people, they own everything, and they're policing all of our language to the point where like nobody's going to know what's happening in any place anymore. Also, Dick Cheney's dead. So, just gonna throw that in there. But like, we are losing our ability to have these conversations, and I feel like it's extremely important. Hi, Examerata. Not you coming in with it, but like, I think there's things that we're gonna have to start realizing. We need to like start pushing back against some of the censorship, a lot of the censorship, because if we don't, we're going to be stuck in this space where we're not able to really have the conversations about what's happening in the world, which means like all of us aren't going to know that a genocide is taking place. And for those who don't know why it's important to distinguish the two things, is the conflict is like two nations that are in fact fighting with each other. Thank you for the follow. But a genocide is when one has structural power over another to decimate them as an entire peoples. And that's why they need our help. Like, that's why it's important to use the word. That is why. You know, everyone knows what we mean, though. It's widespread now. Well, yes and no. Because if you're not on certain parts of the internet, you don't know what these things mean. Yeah. Like, you don't. And like, that's the problem. Like, if a child is referring to their nether regions, I'm going to say, just for the sake that I've already said the word, as a cookie, right? If they're referring to their vagina as cookie, and they tell their teacher that someone is took their cookie or touched their cookie, what do you think the teacher is going to think that is? A cookie, right? That's not good. And that's my concern about constantly downplaying it, because like Pablo's saying, it does make things sound silly. So it takes away the seriousness of what is taking place. Because you don't have sex with children. That's not a thing. Do you see what I'm saying? So like, we have to, we're gonna have to learn, like, say the word, right? Nobody's saying don't earn your money, because I do need to say that. Nobody's saying don't earn your money, but you can bleep it and then people know what you said. That's all. Like, people will know what the hell you said. So I do feel bad because I know Madison is mad stressed out right now. And I do, it's got to be just like so difficult to have that many people attacking her. I wouldn't know. I've never been, attacked like that. I'm a very small creator. I just mind my business. No, I don't. I'm a nosy bitch. But like, I'm too small of a creator for anybody to really bother. And also, like, I block like real hard. I block super hard. Yes. Hi, Heather. If you want to say hi on the other side, just let me know when you're going to do it, and I'll hit the mute right quick. I use the words online, but in real life, I use the proper names. I quit using them online. Like, you can use the real words on Reddit. Like, you can even just like put a star, like an asterisk, because I think we need to get used to getting back to using the words. Right. And if you're in my community, if you're in my Discord and like whatnot, and you had a comment and you're like, hey, Audra, the comment didn't come through because like YouTube did a swift hide, I'll go fix that for you. You know what I mean? I'll bring your shit out. Like, that's it. Yeah. Calling people a 15-year-old young woman, like, no, that is a 15-year-old child, 100%. And that, like, that's what I'm talking about. Like, we have to get control back over of language, because it's getting out of hand. And it's causing problems, because I 100%, I will say 97%. I don't think she would have had near as many problems, because what happened with Madison in this video is that she did end up getting pushed from people who like her and watch her videos and the H3 stands. So she couldn't win. Oh, I love Reddit. I know a lot of people have a problem with Reddit, but I think it just depends on how you use Reddit. Like it is with anything. Like, a lot of beauty content creators think that Reddit is the worst because of the beauty guru chatter, BGC. Because, like, I've said this before and I'll keep saying it, that particular subreddit is not for creators. Don't go in there. Stop searching your name. Don't go in there. And if you are a viewer, don't tell your favorite creators that somebody mentioned them in BGC. Like, just don't do it. Even if it's positive, don't do it. Okay? Because, like, that is not a place for the creators. It is a place for people who enjoy beauty content to talk shit about beauty content. Fucking let them. Like, please. Yeah, they are actively trying to lower the age of consent to 14. And you have to, we have to look at these types of things that are going forward that are detrimental to society. Cause like, how would a 14-year-old be able to like choose she can't choose a husband. And please note that 14 is not going to be for men. Like, I don't know how much y'all have paid attention to like any stories involving like people getting out of like the Mormon cults, not like regular Mormonism, but like Mormon cult. Please don't try to correct that. But anyways, the multiple wives situations, and how this works. But in a lot of their little societies, like when boys start reaching a certain age, they kick them the fuck out. They kick them out. They kick them out of their communities because they don't want them to compete with them. These old men do not want the young men who are fundamental Mormons. Thank you, fundies. Thank you, Hermie. They kick the young men out because they do not want the young men to be able to compete with them for the affections of a 13-year-old. Right? Because if you're going to marry off your daughter, you're going to end up not having any choices if there's nobody there around her age. Do you see? And some nasty old elder will conscript her as his bride. So like, these are the things we have to pay attention to. We have to start looking at the language that these folks are using and why they're working so hard to censor this language. Because if you start looking at why they want to censor the language, then you see what they're trying to do. That's all. So if we're censoring the language, what are they trying to do? If they're censoring this word, why? Men who bring up age of consent just told me all I need to know about them. Girl, listen. Anytime a man brings up anything having to do with the age of consent, I'm like,
You need to leave.
every time. Like, well, the age of consent is, I'm like,
That's suspicious. That's weird.
we need to check his hard drive. Check that man's hard drive, please. I'm concerned. Like in Texas, Abbott literally was just like, if you move here from New York, we're gonna tariff you like 120% or some shit. And I'm like, how would that work? Does anybody know? It just keeps getting worse. Like every single time. I'm just like, oh no. Oh gosh. Okay. So I have some things that I also found, like, so, Madison, I hope you're doing well. Please relax. I know it's hard to relax. If you're not going to see this, but it's fine. You know what I mean? You're going to be okay. What I do have a video request. Have a couple video requests on some things that have been going on, and I would like your information. I don't know how much you know about Twitch, but maybe you could dive into the misogyny on Twitch. That would be fun. Maybe not next. That might be a little too much. But do whatever you want. Actually, do whatever you want. But I'd like it if you did do that. Now, let's see if I can find this other, because we just hurt our feelings with that. I'm going to try to unhurt our feelings. I'm going to try to unhurt our feelings by bringing y'all this.
This store owner has a tradition. Whenever a kid brings in good grades, he lets them pick anything they want
I hate the AI voice. Please stop using it. Thank you.
for free.
My name is Brian, and I'm going to show you my report card. I have an 85.
Let's go. You see, guys, you see that? He improved from 75 to 85. You get to grab whatever you want. Go ahead, grab it.
The kid then decided to grab bread, eggs, and milk for his family instead of himself.
That's all you want. Keep going, man. Grab whatever you want.
I can get this for my Father's Day.
For Mother's Day?
Yeah.
Of course, man. Oh, man, that's nice, man. You know what? I sell these, and you give her this too for my.
Come on. Come on. I'd probably have to stop playing it because the song in the background, but he was able to get all these things because he had good grades. And I remember we used to have all kinds of incentives to get good grades as kids when I was a kid. I don't know about y'all. But we used to have all of these different incentives. Like Pizza Hut used to do a thing where you could get a little personal pan pizza. There were bookstores and things that did things you would come in with thank you. It is a good day. Listen. Yes, the free personal pan pizza. Listen, I'm not trying to glamorize the past because that's dumb. Because there were a lot of problems going on back then too, when I was a kid. But I do think that overwhelmingly as a society, as people have got more and more individualistic, I don't think it's just social media. I think that would be nice to blame it there. But I do think that we forgot that it does, when they said it takes a village to raise a child, they meant that. And the more of the village that you remove, you get what we have now, which is less and less people being interested in having children because they not only can they not afford to, but there's no infrastructure. And again, we saw that. I did make fun of it, but we saw that when lockdown took place and a lot of parents, for the first time in their lives, were with their children 24/7. And it was something that they were not used to. And before a lot of y'all get it twisted, a lot of stay-at-home moms aren't with their kids all day. There's daycares that they put them in, programs, as they fucking should, because they're also a human being. They're not just a mom. So they should also have time to themselves. Okay? If I see any stay-at-home mom shaming, I am banning you. I'm not even kidding. I'm like, I will ban you. And if you keep removing that infrastructure from people, like there are people who are able to find that information, right? And find those infrastructures and find that community. But it's very, very hard for people to do that. I mean, I know a lot of Black and brown communities do it. I do think that white people have a harder time finding it, if I'm going to be so fucking real, because a lot of white people in white communities are quite individualistic. No hate, I'm just saying. Black and brown people tend to be a lot more communal in that regard. So I just love that. I love that, like, he's faced with the entire story to get stuff for the family and his mom. Yes, that is what happens when you are in certain areas. Yeah. That is what you
I've
do.
had a girlfriend
Okay,
before
now
where I've been like-
now I'm gonna bring you bad news because listen. This segment is gonna be called "Men Will Do Everything Except for Therapy." Okay. There's an ad break coming up. I'm not taking this one. Men will do everything except for go to therapy. Are you ready? I know you're not, but I'm doing it anyway.
I've had a girlfriend before where I've been like, I knew I should leave her, but I'm like, I'm not leaving her because she'll find somebody that actually likes her.
Yeah. Yep.
That's how fucking much.
Unavailable, unresponsive, and driven by rage.
Why? Why are men? That is so weird. Why? Why are you like this? Please, 15K ayahuasca journeys, but not therapy. What? I saw that and like my eyeballs like started twitching because I was legitimately sitting there just like, so what you're telling me right now, what you are saying in my face, I don't like her.
Are you not ashamed of yourself?
Are you not embarrassed?
Are you not embarrassed? This is really embarrassing.
The way everybody's like, what is her? Why would you stay with somebody that you don't like? Because you're like, well, no, she's going to find somebody who really likes her. And then I'll have to fucking do my own laundry. What do you mean? No, it gets worse.
I was like miserable, dude.
You ever have
Sad to even think that shit.
one of my rebuttals to a girl leaving me was like, you've done so much work. You've done so much work on me. Like, it's like you got me ready for someone else. Like that's like not fair. Right? Because now I'm just gonna be all this good with someone else.
Yeah.
Like you, you taught me so much.
Yeah, at least show up for the graduation.
Yeah, come on.
Shut your fucking mouth!
I've had a girl.
Shut the fuck up, you cunt!
Period. This like actually like the eye twitch. I can't listen. I don't understand. I genuinely do not understand what. Like I can't breathe because it's so. Yeah, he is in fact pulling sunk cost fallacy on her. Like he's just turned it around and be like, well, I mean, you already put me together.
A little over a year
And I
ago,
can't fathom. I can't function in a world, right, where you would just be like, yeah, I don't like you. I also don't want you to find somebody who likes you more than me. I don't want you to have any joy in your life, and therefore I'm staying with you. I refuse to break up with you because I don't want you to be happy. And this is why I keep telling me, like, listen, if you're a woman or a femme and you date men and you break up, block him. Block him, okay? It's immediate. Just block him. Because he is on your page. He is looking to see if you are doing better than he is. He is looking to see if you are happier without him. Plot twist, you are. But the point is he doesn't want you to be, okay? He doesn't want it. He's like, nah, I don't like it. And then in continuing with why are men Now, we all know Am I the Asshole could just be bots, but we were just talking about this, I feel like Sunday. Today's Tuesday. We were talking about this Sunday. I already did 9 seasons of Grey's Anatomy. I invested enough time in character development that went to shit to nowhere town. I don't need a man for that. I've heard women say that too. They did the work. They don't want any woman to reap the benefits of my teachings. Babes, you can have it. Like, when I tell you I was absolutely just so fucking happy when my ex-husband got married, I was just like, oh, thank God, now you can leave me the fuck alone. Like, plot twist, they didn't, but I was happy because I was like, good, now I don't have to be bothered with you ever. We don't have kids, so there's like literally no reason to talk to each other. As far as I am concerned and my social media is concerned, you don't exist. You never existed. We were never married, right? Like, that is... Thank you, Fro. I wish good luck to my successor. Period. I'm like, go on, girl. Get your man. Because I don't want him. You can have him. Please enjoy whatever I was able to do, whatever I didn't do. Like, I want you to enjoy it and do your best. And I hope it works out because I don't want it. I don't want it. May that never find me ever again. I would rather be single forever. I would rather bite my own toenails I would rather do that. Thank you. The infantilization of themselves of these men, but in general is crazy. High school graduation. What? It's just, yeah, I can't fathom that. I can't imagine being with someone who I knew didn't like me. And like, I can tell that you don't like me. I think you like the idea of me. Like, I think most of the people that I've dated have liked the idea of me, just like not me. And as I got older, it got easier for me to see like, oh, you like the idea of me. You don't like me though. And that's okay. We just don't have to date anymore. And then they're always kind of surprised. Like, I'm very soft about breakups. I'm going to be so fucking real because I've had some stalker problems in the past. One of which involved me having to call the police. So I'm always like really soft on a breakup. I'm always just like, I have other things to do. And I just hope that it works out. You know what I mean? And if they're like, are we breaking up? I'm like,
Surprise, surprise.
That's me. Thank y'all for watching the ads. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for using your Amazon Prime subscription. And thank you for having Turbo. I appreciate it. Yeah, I want my successor to do well, but like I can't imagine it. And so we were talking about this the other day. We were talking about opening up relationships. And so there was this Am I the Asshole post, and it was like, let's see if I can get this up here properly. Let's see if I can do things correct one time. I can. I do it correct a lot of times. I don't know why I'd be tripping. I once had an ex call me a year after he broke up with me and could not disguise the disappointment in his voice that I was so happy with a new boyfriend and a new job. It was wild.
Hello.
Hi, guard. What's up? How are you? Yeah, like it's one of those things. So again, we never know how Am I the Asshole actually works. Who cares? Who cares? Yes, I'd be out here. Let me just like pull this all the way out there so I can wait. Did I pull it out? So that y'all don't have to see all my tabs because of who I am as a person. Oh, Jesus, please don't behave like this. Okay, there we go. So it says, boyfriend mad at me because he opened up relationship and got no dates. Am I the asshole for how I responded? I haven't seen you in a minute, guard. It's nice to see you. Me and my boyfriend, both 37, have been dating for just over 3 years. Prior to this, I was single for 8 years. Overall, it's been a healthy relationship. We are both independent with our jobs, living situations, etc. I do love spending time with him. I don't really have any complaints. Until... However, something that startled me was back about 6 months ago. Him saying that he wanted, oh, hold on. Let me see if this is, let me do that. I'm hitting a refresh button because I don't know how things are working. Okay, good. Okay. I'm like, I very rarely use this program, so I'm trying to make sure that I'm using it right. Okay. However, something that startled me was back about 6 months ago, him saying that he wanted to open the relationship up, meaning going on dates and sleeping with other women. I've never been in a dynamic like that. So I naturally had a lot of questions. He told me that I could also go on dates and sleep with other men. I honestly was a little skeptical at first, but after doing some research and having time to think, I agreed. He had told me that if at any point I wasn't comfortable, we could stop and close the relationship up again. One of the rules was discuss with each other what we're doing or who we're going on dates with, etc. So remember when we were talking on Sunday that like poly and open, like they have rules? This is a rule. Okay. Ooh, I'm sorry your back hurts. My back hurts as well, honestly. Hi, Shay. So I signed up to a dating app. Within a few days, I had 500 plus likes, and it's been pretty steady since.
Surprise, motherfucker.
So I started matching with people, texting and arranging dates. On average, I go on 1 or 2 dates a month. There are also some people in similar dynamics of open relationships, excuse me, that I'm going on dates with, sleeping with regularly. I quite like the fact that everything is non-committal. So even though I was skeptical at first, I am enjoying the open relationship. As decided from before, I hadn't told my boyfriend about any of this. I was at my boyfriend's house the other day and my phone was on the kitchen counter. Hi, Margaritaville. He saw my notifications and then proceeded to go through my phone and read messages, including going through the dating app and whatnot. To say he was angry was an understatement. Turns out he opened the relationship up to take out on a date a younger colleague at his workplace who misread his idea of a date as just a work lunch. He then openly told me that he wanted to see if it would work with her so he could ultimately leave me for her. However, she didn't want him, and it seems like no one else did either. In the last 6 months, he's had a few rough dates, but no one additional to sleep with. I feel somewhat embarrassed for him. He demanded we instantly close the relationship up, and I told him that maybe we should just end things or at least take a break. He was outraged and called me names, but he was the one who wanted this dynamic, so what's the problem? I left, and as I walked home, I contemplated fully breaking it off with him. He's been blowing my phone up, and I'm not quite sure what to say. Am I the asshole? Girl, first of all, no. No, you are not the asshole. But you do need to get the hell out of it. Men are always hurting their own feelings with this. This is embarrassed for him or embarrassed of him. God, the way, oh my God. That it's like, I've said this before and I'll keep saying this. If you are a man and you open up your relationship so that you can go and sleep with other women, I'm going to say that 72% of the time, because all statistics are made up, it's not going to work out the way that you think it's going to work out, okay? Y'all are really out here like, I'm going to go bang some hot chick. And like, my girl's just going to be at home. Like, y'all forgot that your girl was hot, first of all. You forgot that your girl was hot. You forgot you had a baddie this entire time. Now, like, man's hurt his own feelings and didn't think anything of it. He wasn't even thinking about it because since he didn't get his girl, he was like, oh, well, my girl probably isn't getting anybody either. Meanwhile, girlfriend is out here like... having the time of her life. She's getting orgasms. She's having a nice time. She is getting her bang on. She's just like, this is great. He, however, has not been able to get, like, everybody else could tell that he sucks. So the best comment to this, and somebody paid, gave it one of those diamonds or whatever they do on Reddit where people can upvote your shit with money. I don't understand it. But it says he admitted that he was stringing you along to see if this younger woman wanted him. If she had wanted him, he would have broken up with you for her. And you were asking if you are the asshole? Lady, you are a moron if you stay. 1000%. Get the hell out. Get out. Girl, what?
You in danger, girl.
That part. What do you mean? Please leave. She is a 10 and he's probably a 3. I think he's an 8. Like, again, go to therapy, men. Like, anything but therapy every time. So just like, I will do anything except for go to therapy. I don't want to do that. And to me, the real big one, and let me see if I can find this because it took me a minute. Oh, okay. Listen, I want you to prep yourselves for this, okay? Trigger warning for men, TM. I don't know what else to say. This should, these are their boot camps, okay? Here we go.
Fine up over there. Fuck you all. Sick of this shit. Spent the fucking hour. You guys don't want to let this fun. Turn around. You don't want to let.
Understand that they're paying for this. They're paying a lot of money to go to an alpha male boot camp.
No, don't worry. I won't forget you. Right over here. Right. We got this. We got it. Just count to 5. Go. We got you. Motherfucker. 5 fucking seconds. All you do.
What? Guard, it's because you're a normal person. Stephanie, no one knows why it's like this. No one knows why. Like, please. Look, they're like, I'm gonna have to skip forward a little bit because I don't know how much that music is still playing.
Fucking need them anymore. Don't fucking need them anymore. Need them. You got us.
You don't need women.
You don't fucking need them anymore.
Please. What do you mean you don't need women? Please. I need, listen. Men, please, I want y'all, like, I so desperately, please, like, just please go to therapy. I'm so for just like, and don't use it to weaponize against your partner. Like, go to therapy, heal the broken parts that need healing. Find people in your life who want to discuss things with you, like other men who don't mind discussing their emotions. Stop no homoing your way into incel camp, okay? Like, please stop pausing your way into incel camp. This is, look,
You don't want to listen, phone. I don't give 2 fucks.
right here.
Turn around. Red. You could have been dry. Turn around.
You could have been dry.
You don't want to listen, phone.
You don't want to listen?
These are you. Fucking pussies. Take your shit off. Take your shit off. Take your shit off. Take your shit off. Come on. I'll go home. You and I go home. I'll never come back here again.
I need you to understand. I don't like Dick's Last Resort. Okay. For those of you who don't know what Dick's Last Resort is, also, hi, Mimi. It's a restaurant where you pay money for people to treat you like shit. And no, thank you. No, thank you. I don't like that. I don't find it to be fun. It's not a good time. I'm not like, ooh, I'm like, no, why is this my life? Please set everything. Like, no, please don't do that. I hate it. And I would prefer you not do that. Like, don't, please don't. Cause the way that like no, this is Dick's Last Resort. This is way worse than the boot camp I did. Like, what the fuck? Correct. My word. This is actually like, this to me is one of the times I have to be like, yeah, this is actually insane. I could never. Why would you pay someone to be mean to you? Go outside. At least one person will be for free. Thank you. And like, that's excluding findoms. You know what I mean? Like, that's a different kink. But like, I don't understand this. Like, you're going here where a man is going to yell in your face. Okay. It's weird man boot camp shit. Like, just, I feel like, and again, if you can't afford therapy, okay, I understand that. There are creators on this platform that can help you. You can go look at Grits and Eggs, okay? You can go look at Foreign Fridays. You can go look at FT Signifier. On Twitch, you can look at Struggle For. You can look at Jason D100. Like, these are men who are getting close to, they know what their emotions are. They can have conversation and not know home and their way out of everything, okay? It is important for you to be able to discuss your emotions and how you feel about things. And I know that there are a lot of men who'll be like, yeah, well, there was this one time 17 years ago when I said something to a girl and I cried a little bit and she called me a little bitch and I ain't done it since. Well, first of all, that is internalized misogyny. We're aware that that exists, right? She sucks for having done that and not apologize. But that was 17 years ago. I'm going to need you to get your shit together. Okay. I'm going to need you to gather yourself together and realize that, like, that was her. That's not every woman that you've ever met. So you need to relax. You need to calm down. Okay. You need to, give somebody else a chance to actually appreciate that you have emotions and feelings. Have you tried that? Because if you just try, because women are like that, right? Because they have been told societally that is how men are. So like that is where we are. Hi, Josh, welcome in. So it's just like I don't understand. I desperately need a lot of y'all to just like think about what is this supposed to accomplish? What is this man yelling in your face?
Why are you a disappointment? I want to know. Stop wasting my fucking time or quit. Did you hear me today when I talked about expose your goddamn fear? Expose that shit. Hold yourself accountable. Stop fighting. When you start fighting, I'll stop dragging you to the bottom of the hill. Son of a bitch! Hold me straight, motherfucker! He's wiggling me left and right! You know he likes holding.
What is this? I came from the Snails and Puppy Dog Tales era, and it still tracks so much with this shit. Snails and tails and puppy dog tails, thunder or lightning, and baby says, yay. You're welcome for that. Josh, we are watching Men Will Do Everything But Therapy. And this is men in alpha male boot camp. And again, I'm not saying that because therapy is expensive and we're broke, but I think that you can utilize tools from other men who are telling you that it's your funky ass attitude. It's not because you're a nerd, okay? Because there are tons of women and femmes who love nerds. Okay, but some of y'all think like, oh, I'm a nerd. That's why women don't like me. And it's like, no, it's because you are an asshole to her every time she tries to like be interested in the things that you're interested in. Or is like, hey, do you want to watch insert anime here? And you're like, oh, you like that, huh? You like it? You like it? Okay, well then tell me when the first manga was ever created and who wrote it. And like y'all start being weird and it's just too much. Like you just be normal about things. Can you just go, cool, yeah, let's watch that together. You know what I mean? Like just be normal.
Sit down right here. You two are going to share this fucking cookie. All of you start crawling. 75 hours these guys have been going. This is the last and final here. We are attacking. 30 men started the project. 18 of them remain. These are the graduates attacking the last and final hill. So proud of these guys.
So weird. This is weird. Like, it's so weird. If they have horse semen, male performance, drugs, money, I feel like they can go to therapy. Jesus. Right. Like, I can't. And they're like, 18 remain. And I'm like, to the ones who didn't make it, I hope that you learned something important, which is that you don't need to do all of this. You can just start by being like, hey, women are people. That's a good place to start from. Just women are people. Women can have interests like me, and be like, oh, I did not know that. I had no idea that women could be people. Women can, in fact, be people. Wild, I know, but they can. And you could be like, oh, maybe when I'm talking to women, I should try to do it in a way that doesn't seem creepy and like all I'm interested in is sex. Because if they're people, we can just have things that we enjoy together. Right? Right. Right.
Class 15! You don't fucking deserve to be here. Fucking quit. You piece of shit. I want to be a better man. I want to be a better husband. I want to be a better father. I want to be a better, you fucking whiny piece of shit.
And also, I want you to know that when, like, look at this, okay? Look at how this man is treating you. These are the things that keep you trapped in the box of masculinity that has been prescribed to you, that do not allow you to have emotions and feelings, which we all have, and be able to process them so that you can function. You should be able to function like the rest of everybody else. Like, there's no reason for you to feel this miserable and sad. There's no reason for you to like suck in all of your upset and rage. Like, if you want to be a better father, there's nothing wrong with that. You should do that. Kat, you can get a job doing that. It is typically in the kink community, and you can be paid quite handsomely to do so. I should have ended it with like, and the thing is, I don't want to make fun of the guys here, because like I can literally see that some of these men in this like look like they're upset that they've paid for this. And I understand why you're upset, because I think that in your mind you thought they're gonna help me be stronger. And again, the way that masculinity is being pushed out to you is that you must be strong, silent, you provide, and like that's not really where we are. And the reality is it's getting harder and harder for one person to maintain a household in general. Okay, you're not failing as a man because you don't have a Bugatti. Also, that's a very impractical vehicle. It's very impractical. I don't think you can put groceries in it. I don't. You can't make a Home Depot run in a Bugatti. I just feel like you should know that. They're looking for a little extra. Oh my God, Josh. Imagine paying for someone to make fun of you for wanting to be a better dad. Like, correct. Like, I do think that a lot of the men who are paying for this have in some way or another been pushed to feeling like they're not good enough. And, you know, again, just because that like one girl or 9 girls decline to go out with you, it's not because they're like awful, mean, rude ass bitches who only care about money. Maybe one of them did only care about money, and maybe 2 of them were awful, mean, rude ass bitches. But it's really the desperation reeking out of your pores. Like, you're just being weird. Just, you know, again, women are people. Talk to her like she's another person. And then she'll be like, cool. You know, you'll be like, oh, hey, I heard you also like Lamb of God. I do. Hey, I have this extra ticket. Would you like to go to the concert with me? Sure. I would love to go to the concert and scream. That would be fantastic. Like, I like to yell out my frustration. Oh, you like to yell as well? Yeah. Oh, well, cool. Maybe afterwards we can go to one of those places where you break shit so that you can remove all of your frustration. Oh my God, that sounds amazing. Did you see how easy that was? Like, you just like have a conversation instead of like wear sex. I was nice. Drop the sex coins. Like, hi, Osprey. Stop. Is this an offer? Because I'm down. I camp. I'm like calling you in. I wish I could see the stink lines on these weirdos. Like, I feel bad because I want men to be able to feel comfortable and confident being able to like improve themselves. But like, this is not improvement. This is just regression. All of this is regression. Like them yelling at you and breaking you down and calling you a loser and telling you you're whiny. Like, you should be able to express yourself. That's all. Like, you should be allowed to express yourself.
Eat the fucking cookie.
You shouldn't.
Eat the fucking cookie. All right, you suffer till you eat till you finish the fucking cookie. Cool. Yeah, just sit there. Just sit there.
Like, this is BJJ, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. So like, that's fine. That's fine. I think a lot of people should learn how to fight. But I think a lot of people should learn how to fight. The only problem with BJJ sometimes is like, you're like, get on the ground so I can fight you. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. That's just me. Please get on the ground so I can fight you.
The bitch and the beast. The bitch is the inner critic. The beast is the advocate. The advocate supports you, roots you on, cheers for you. But the critic, your inner bitch, is always doubting you and telling you.
What was the reason? What was the reason? What was the reason?
Not only do they think that expression is not manly, some of these people, this is quite gay, but like, I like, as a homo, I'm as a homosexual, as a part of the homosexual delegation, listen, when I dated men, yes, it was a shameful time period in my life.
Telling me that it's Cybertruck and not Tesla truck. I don't fucking care. I don't care what it's called. I hate them. I need them off the streets. I need them off the road. I need them on the highway. I need them out of my town. I need them out of my country. Fuck. I'm so sick of them. I'm so sick of Tesla trucks. Cybertrucks. Fuck.
I need. And again, I'm.
Oh my God, that's lame. This place is lame.
Admit it, Chucky, Norway's not brutal.
Danbury, Connecticut is more brutal.
Yeah, dude, Heck, Wisconsin. It's way more brutal. At least we get crystal meth.
Facts. Yeah, I'm sorry I had to cut your 5 balls of hellfire short, but you know, I am in both places. I went to the Marines Museum a long time ago. There were booths where you could get yelled at by a video drill instructor. The lady was scarier than the guy. Oh yeah, I believe that. Because she's going to bring your whole family into it. You know what I mean? Like, this is why, like, one of Dane Cook's bits that I found absolutely hilarious is that, like, I feel like, and he probably could have stolen it, who knows, who cares, was when he was talking about how, like, girls hit you with, like, psychological shit that's just gonna, like, you know, fuck you up forever. And this is true. We've studied you. Bruh, you know how much bullshit I got to deal with, those Tesla drivers? They always swerving and rubbing lights and shit. Here's the thing that I hate about the Tesla is that, like, and this is just electric cars in general, I don't like the way that they sound. Like, it's a very irritating sound. Like, I'm delivering mail and I just hear like, oh, and I just hate it. If you go low, I go to hell. I always say 100%. And so like all of that to say, like this is what they're doing. They're yelling at you. They're telling you suck. They're like, go to the gym. And I need for y'all to understand that like, this is not how we work as a society. We do live in a society, but it doesn't have to be like this. Like we could legitimately escape from whatever the fuck this is. Cause this shit it actually hurts my feelings. I need people to stop doing that. I need men. And we're running into it because I'm seeing more content of men who have gotten out of the red pill. And I'm really happy about this. And I'm proud of the men who got out and what made them get out. It's very fascinating seeing their stories because you're watching them in real time recognize their weird ass behavior. Like I feel like there was one that I was listening to where basically he was saying the wild shit that he says in his insular like online communities out loud in the real world. And when he did it and people were like, what the fuck? That's kind of what started waking him up, where he was like, oh my God, everybody doesn't believe this. And like, maybe I'm wrong, and started like working on deprogramming himself because it's not just getting out of the community, right? You also have to like deprogram yourself from that shit. You don't just like leave. It's the same thing. Like when somebody gets out of a cult, they don't just like leave and everything's fine. You have to get out and then also deprogram yourself from all of that stuff, because otherwise it's hard to enjoy your life, right? Like you can't just get out of your cult and then feel comfortable, diddling your fiddle, as I enjoy saying. But like, because like they told you that you were going to burn in hell. It's going to be a minute, it's going to be a minute before you can fully enjoy it, and it doesn't bring guilt and shame crushing you. So like, I have a lot of, good things for people who are able to like get out and deprogram themselves. Also, do you like this color? I mixed it myself. Okay. Yeah, you need to heal your trauma and stuff, like 100%, because the emancipation of me, right? Like I do feel a very specific way about how, because I think it's easy to just like laugh at a lot of these incels. And I don't think that it's helping. Like, yes, we do. Like it is, some of it's hilarious. And I'm not, even in that video, I'm not really laughing at the men doing it. I'm actually laughing at the weirdos who are like throwing these things. I feel like we just need another one where it's just like men being like, you're allowed to have an emotion. We're all going to just sit here and you're going to explain a story. And, so let me pull up, like I have to go into like my YouTube, cause it's, there's a few channels that do this and they seem to be all African and I haven't figured that out yet, but oh my God, Florence and the Machine dropped a video. Oh my God. Okay. We're going to check this out on Twitch. But not yet. Hold on. Let me go into my history cause it just takes a minute. Boppy boop boop. Okay, hold on. Why everything is so cheap but expensive? Olay and Fran. Don't date a sad man. That is true. Do not do that. I'm trying to find it. Like a lot of these content creators that are making this content are African ladies. They're fabulous. They're fantastic. But they have been putting up videos kind of talking about how a lot of these men have started getting out of it because they're realizing that that is not helping them and that they just need to like get out and be kind of, be a normal human being. Normal is subjective, obviously, but let me see if I can find it. Oh my God. How many days ago was that? I watched so much YouTube. It's actually kind of wild. Which is why, like, I will very consistently be out here in these streets. I I can't find it. I don't know if she took the video down or if I just can't recognize it. I'm gonna have to see if she took it down because some of it's like these TikTok compilations, which makes it more difficult for me to find. But they had like the worst horror. Oh, I think she changed the thumbnail. Okay, so there's one. I did also try to watch the Imaru video. And I'm gonna be real with y'all. I don't know if I can cover that at all. Well, fuck me. I'm starting to cry. I found the video. Because literally every time women come forward and discuss their domestic violence and abuse in their relationships, I get terribly triggered. Especially with the car situations, it's very, it hurts a lot when people talk about that, because like my ex used to do that quite a bit, with the car, just being violent in the vehicle and going really fast and stuff like that. So I don't know if I can do that. I don't know if I have what it takes to cover it. Like, I think I just generally have to like stay away from a lot of the domestic violence conversations, because like I can't, I don't have the ability to do it. Like, even thinking about it, like, I don't know. It's so, yeah, I don't have that. Because it does have to like force me to get into spaces that I think I have compartmentalized in a lot of ways to not really face all of the varying forms of domestic violence that I experienced. But the car one is always really scary for me. It always like triggers me really bad. And so that's about where I stopped listening to it, because I was just like, that actually fucks me up real bad. So yeah, I just am sending love and hope, because I can't. Yeah. So on that note, I gotta bring up something that's like fun and funny, because like I just freaked myself out. I just freaked myself out, but that's my own fault. Like I did it to myself. And then I started sweating. So what I'm going to do, I just started sweating, getting nervous. I'm going to throw this video up. I'm going to probably just take a break in a second, and then I'll be back. And we might be done on one side, but not on the other. I'm going to maybe like do some gaming and chill out or whatever on the other side. We're going to hang out on Twitch. Okay, hold on. Let me do this. This is how Taylor Swift sounds to non-Taylor Swift fans. This will actually, yeah, I think, Osprey, I'm just gonna leave it the fuck alone. I was gonna try to cover it. I can't do it.
Leather jacket, cigarette. I think I'm gonna regret this in a month or so. Ooh, jet black hair, jump on my jet. Oh, you ain't seen nothing yet. See you at my show. Been to 1989, let's stop by 1975. You're black and white and I'm red. Didn't understand a word that you said. It's cool, you make your own rules. Yeah, go to London or Madison Ave. Let's make headlines walking in the cab. We're so cool, let's break all the rules. Just stay the night. Tattoo on your chest. Have you ever been arrested? The answer's no.
Ooh. Listen, white girl dancing is so, listen, I love y'all for that. That is never a drag. Please know that when y'all see like Black people talking about white girl dancing, we mean that as a compliment. We're not being mean to you. We are not being reverse racist. We are talking about the freedom with which white girl stands. It is glorious and it is beautiful. Y'all just be throwing your hands up and be like, ooh, I love this song. And we want the same joy. There's a lot of pressure when you're Black to like dance a very specific way and be super good at it. And like, that's why we want to be like, it is freeing. I just want to throw my arms up. First of all, protect your peace. Second of all, this is exactly how Taylor Swift sounds, like mayonnaise dipped in mayonnaise. It is. I love that creator. And I need to go back and find his name because like first I keep randomly on Twitter getting served like Travis and Taylor content, but it's like nobody likes them in this subreddit. I don't understand it. This is one of those ones. It's a snark sub. And so like nobody likes them. It just shits on them. I don't know why I constantly get served the content. I don't care because like I'm not like a Swiftie. I don't have a problem with Taylor Swift. I just don't. I have more of a problem with her fans. Like I just don't like her fans. They're really weird. And I think like they're breaking right now and I feel bad for them because like, and I'm not talking about like normal fans. I'm talking about like the Swifties. I think they're having like a breakdown right now because they're having to realize that like this fantasy that they built up of her just being like a girl with a guitar and a notepad is like breaking around them. And they're like, no, we can't face the truth. And like, it's all right. Like it's fine, but like take a breath. It's okay, kiddos. It's all right. It's fine. But, oh, thank goodness. Thank goodness I actually got myself a hydro flask or whatever the fuck this is. I waited for the joy to die down on them because they are actually really good flasks. You know, like they do, like I can have both of these filled up. They'll still be cold as fuck tomorrow. But like I always wait for the hype to die down. Like I'm never getting a Stanley Cup though, because that feels wild. That feels like the Gaylors are a weird stuff. I've heard about the Gaylors. Aren't these the people who like obsessively dissect her lyrics and everything she does to prove that she's gay? Which is okay. So it's not just me. All right. So now I have one more thing and then listen. Honestly, all of them are. Every celebrity, unless they prove otherwise. I think that so first of all, I don't know why they expected the current album to be good because listen, anytime someone's they make their bag off of singing about heartbreak, what do you think's going to happen when they get that good dick? Exactly. And I don't even know if it's just that good or everything else she's had is bad. But
family lawyers are.
Hold on, let me do this. This is Imani F. So if you are not subscribed to Imani F, let me do this right quick and like drop it over here because I forgot that I could do that. I'm like, I forgot I could do that. This is Imani F and she's fabulous. So we're going to look at this and talk about it. And then I will be Gwen on the YouTube side. Thank y'all for being here. And then I think I might like fuck around a little bit more on Twitch and just like having some fun playing maybe like a little gamey game, maybe some house flipper with Scooby-Doo. So we'll see.
Now seeing a wave of divorces caused by red pill content. Let's talk about it. According to a CBC report, men are bringing red pill ideas into their marriages by demanding obedience and treating their wives like subordinates. A Canadian family.
I would also just take this moment to say, men, no fault divorce works for you too. It was actually introduced for y'all, not for us. It was introduced for y'all, not for us. It was introduced for you, not us. It was for you, not us. Just so that y'all know. It was so that y'all could dump your old bag wife that you're tired of and you could just marry a younger woman, which is what y'all wanted. It is going to ruin that for you. You do realize that, right? All y'all who like get married and then you have kids and you're like, why isn't your body exactly the way it was before you had fucking triplets? You're gross. That's what you're getting rid of if you let go of no fault divorce. I just want y'all to know that. Like, you won't be able to divorce her anymore. Just thought you should know. I'm like, just thought you should know. Like, yes, it benefited women, but the whole point was so that y'all could leave your old hag wife, you know, where you're like, oh, you're not as hot as you were when you were 17. Gross, but like that's how y'all are. Okay, continue.
Family lawyer says he's seeing a trend of men getting sucked into misogynistic ideals and the marriage starts to unravel. One woman said her husband became controlling after binging this bullshit. She said it was like he forgot I was his wife and started treating me like a servant. Red pill is not just content. Studies have shown that men who consume red pill media show lower levels of emotional intelligence, higher levels of loneliness, and a hostility towards women. So not only is red...
And this is why people keep trying to tell y'all, like, I know people like y'all in my community, but like, I know a lot of people don't really take into consideration the media that they consume and how it's forming and shaping your brain at every opportunity, like everything, movies, shows. Like the way people feel about cops is because propaganda has been very effective at making you feel a certain way. It's the way people think that crimes are solved most of the time. They're not, you know, it's been very effective because in showing you like these things. So like the red pill does the same thing, right? And whatever content we're consuming, it's why, you know, I don't believe in being like, oh, you're the one person. Don't one person anybody. Like, don't do that. You get perspectives because everybody might have a different view or perspective that you may not have thought about. And now you're like, cool. Now you're like rounding out your worldview. You know what I mean? I'm not saying you have to go over into MAGA country because that's just wild bird bullshit over there. Like those people, I have no idea what's going on. They're just like swallowing horse pills, and drinking milk straight from the udder. I don't know what's happening. Don't go over there. That's not helpful to your worldview because they're going to show up anyway. They just pop up places being weird. That's what they do. They just pop up and then oh, my ear itches. They just pop up places and then they go like Hunter Biden's laptop. And you're like, okay. And then you just, you know, you put them somewhere, you know what I mean? You just like block them because they'll just, you know, they'll just pop up Hillary's emails and you're like, and you just leave them alone. But just generally look at different perspectives is what I'm saying.
Red pill content keeping men single. It's ruining relationships. Some of these men lose custody, fall into depression, and double down on the manosphere. Just remember, the red pill is poison, no matter when you take it.
Correct. That was Women on Men.
Hey, and welcome back to the channel. I'm Imani Forrester, author of the book 30 Reasons Why Men Deserve Nothing. It's available.
Girl, I might have to pick up her book. What do you mean 30 minutes why men deserve nothing? I'm in. Where is it now? Like, let's go.
Right now on Amazon, and it's free to read if you have Kindle Unlimited. We also have a Patreon now for videos and deep dives that might be a little too much for YouTube. Links are in the description.
Okay.
Also, I don't know what's going on with YouTube, but many of you are being unsubscribed without your knowledge or consent. So please make sure to check that you're still subscribed.
Oh yeah, subscribe. I forgot if you want to. You don't have to. I'm not the boss of you, but apparently I should make attempts to make my channel bigger, I guess. Thanks.
And hit the bell notification so you never miss a video. Hey y'all, it's Imani. Now, last year on the channel, we covered a similar topic where women opened up about how the red pill movement ruined their relationships. But today we're
Listen, I'm buying the book too. I'm going to get the book because I've got to like have a conversation with some because what are the 30 reasons? I have 30 of them, but I wonder if her 30 reasons are different than my 30 reasons. And eating rogue. You're going to have to break it down for us when you read it. Listen, I will probably be able to finish it en route, okay? If I have an 8-hour, like if it's an 8-hour audiobook, it'll be done en route.
The script. We'll be hearing from males who are explaining how red pill content harms them, why they walked away from the movement, or why they were never drawn to it in the first place. This might be a hot take, but I kind of feel like the red pill and manosphere ideologies are starting to lose their grip on males.
Correct.
Like we're seeing more and more guys openly criticizing and condemning this movement, and honestly, it's overdue. It's refreshing.
A lot of it is because they can't get any punani. Let's be so fucking real. Okay. because men are nothing if not chameleons. Listen, let me live my life. But I'm like, let me live my life. But I do think that that's part of it. I also think that overwhelmingly women tend to be more liberal, especially young women. And so because of that, you can't really date somebody who's like, ugh. Reason number 1, they're men. Reason number 2, they suck. Reason number 3, they're still men. God damn it. And we should all compile our list and create a master list. Oh my God, that would be so fun. Something fun to do on stream. Like after we listen, everyone read the book. Read the book. If I can do it right, I might be able to do it on Discord for us. We can listen to it. Okay. Also, some of them can't get bussy, but that's a different combo. It's the same combo, actually. It's the same combo. And I just, if you find yourself being a man and thinking to yourself, washing my actual ass crack is gay, first of all, you smell bad. Okay. We can smell you. Okay. It's disgusting. I have walked by some of y'all. No. Wash your booty crack. Okay. Wash between your toes. That's fine. There's nothing inherently gay about washing your body. Oh my God. Hi, Ghost. What's up? This place about to... Hi, welcome in, Ghost. Hi, Raiders. Hi. It's Audra. I am Audra, and I do things. Today we're yapping about stuff and things and stuff. We talked about Cruel World, Happy Mind. How was your stream? What were you talking about, Ghost? What were you talking about? Thank you so much for the raid. Follow if you want to follow. Anonymous follows are on. I'm a variety streamer, and today I'm yapping because I feel like it. Unfortunately, I'm doing dual streaming today, so I'll have to play like the fun raid video after the fact. But I've been working on it. I'm trying to get it to work the way that I want it to work. Cannibalism. Ooh, again, yes. Hi, Tony. Welcome in. Okay, so back into Amani explaining to us why men deserve nothing. She found it refreshing. I'm actually just going to go ahead and get started with one of these because I don't want to take like everything that she's done here. I just wanted to play some of these men. And this one says, we really downplayed how much the Red Pill manosphere broke a lot of young men's brains. Also, stop with there's some good things Red Pill has to offer. It literally just be common sense things you should have known. Yes, because here's the problem with Red Pill. And the reason it does fall into this, there's some good things it has to offer, is because they're saying like basic shit, like he's saying. They're saying like basic shit, like you should wash your ass every day, brush your teeth, trim your beard, get your hair cut, make sure your nails are trimmed, make sure you don't stink. I'm going to keep adding that in there. Make sure you don't fucking stink, and teaching you to have some self-confidence. Cause like a lot of the old school Red Pill and like pickup artist content, a lot of that would start with self-confidence, and then it just goes down into this like weird ass rabbit hole where they're like, women ain't shit, treat them like garbage, and you're like, oh no, I've fallen. But like but in like trying to teach you self-confidence, like that part is good, but these are things that you can learn from like normal people. Okay, like learn to recognize that like you can also employ the use and the help of women around you, so you could also be learning how to talk to women like they're people. Do you know? Like a woman friend whomst maybe you asked out and she was like, no thanks. And maybe you were a little upset about it, but now you're like, maybe I should learn to be a person, and she could help me with being normal and having more self-confidence. She could, talk to me about these things. Maybe I could ask my sister, mother, brother, sister, brother. I just made up a bunch of words, and you're welcome. But like, it's just trying, like stuff like that. I did link the video, so because I don't want to like eat up, but there was one in particular that I was looking for, and I feel like it was like a weird. I'm wondering if I'll find it. I might not. because I don't do a good job of this. Maybe here.
Submissive place in society, phrases like women belong in the kitchen.
I'm worried for young men because if this is what they're seeing and they're not getting dates and this kind of content is going to continue to keep them single, this stuff is very pervasive. And if this young man can recognize it, I don't know why some of the 30, 40, 50-year-old men that are in my comments can't notice it. The way in which the algorithm pushes red pill content out to young men is well documented. There's a book called Men Who Hate Women that I think is one of the best research projects around how quickly people are fed red pill. A young man, as young as you see in this video, is being told women should be submissive and they belong in the kitchen. There is such an overlap between guys who watch red pill content and the guys who want to repeal the 19th Amendment so women can't vote. These men are being told how to be men, and this standard of how to be men is really gonna hurt these guys in the long run.
I do have a little bit of I feel bad for young men. Here's why. Because of the capitalist machine that we are under, they don't have near as much of their fathers and their mothers to actively be able to be there all the time. And, I don't have kids, but I see people who do have children who are struggling to be able to have that time because they have jobs and they can't be everywhere all the time. And so like what's happening is even with locks on their stuff, like there's other kids around them will find this shit and show it to them. And if they don't have a good home base where they can actually have these conversations like with their dad and be like, yeah, dad, shouldn't mom be in the kitchen? And he like looks at him and is like, what the fuck are you talking about? Come here. Where'd you hear that from? And like actually be able to explain why that's incorrect. But unfortunately, they have a lot of stunted men as well who are continuing to teach this to their son. So that's a problem. But this is really bad for them because it's bad for women, but it's a self-fulfilling prophecy that just keeps happening. Like these men are helping you to make them rich by keeping you in this cycle of being really shitty to women and then being surprised that you can't get a woman. Do you know what I mean? Like, oh no, surprise. And they're like, anyways, buy this other course that'll teach you the next levels of fuck them hoes or whatever. And they're only teaching you that like you should be dating baddies. And I need some of y'all to like look around and realize like the amount of women that did in fact hit on you, but she wasn't an Instagram baddie that you have been salivating over, that you're never gonna get, by the way. I don't mean that to be shitty to you. Like it's just like there's plenty of celebrities I'm not gonna end up dating. Do you know what I mean? That's fine. But like, yeah, it does become a choice after a point, right? Like you get older, and that's the thing about getting out of the red pill. If you've seen any of the docs on it, it's like some of them just start going outside. Some of them actually do start getting therapy, and they start realizing that what's happened to them is they've gotten sucked into this online world. Because if you consider it like just in general, there's a very little control in our lives these days. We don't have a ton of control like we used to have. And I'm not saying we had so much, but like you go to work and your boss shits on you all day. You don't really get a lot of time in between like work and your home time because we have to commute. And so commuting to and from work, you're spending anywhere from like 8 to 9, for a lot of us between like, I'm going to say 8 to 11 hours of your day in like a work situation if you have a traditional job. So you're going to work, you're stuck in traffic getting there, you have to get ready for work, like all of this stuff, because women and girls have community and have always had, so we are socialized to do so. Thank you so much for the follow. Women and girls are socialized in community, and men are socialized to like not like each other. Like, I don't know. But I mean, eventually like girls do start getting socialized in some ways to see each other as adversarial. That causes a whole other problem. And be like, oh, but girls are generally socialized, like talk to each other and be friendly like that. And because of that, that's another reason why it's so hard for them to find autism in women and girls, because we are socialized like this. It's relatively easy to look over at a boy and be like, he's not only not playing with his trucks, but he doesn't play with anyone. And he just sits there and like isn't doing that, like that particular form of autism, that particular part of the spectrum. So it's relatively easy. No, you're fine. But like, when it comes to men and these situations, think of it this way. When you're in middle school and you as a girl go up and you're like, you talk to your crush and you're like, oh, whatever you want to say to like, I want to go out with you, or you want to go to the dance with me or whatever. And he says no. You turn back to your friends who are supportive. Everybody brings you in. They tell you how much he sucks and how he's missing out. And you have ice cream and you watch your favorite movies and you have a support group. When you are a boy and you are 13 and you go ask your crush to the dance and she says no, not only do you get clowned on by your own friends, they're like, oh, you're stupid, you're dumb, like, ugh. But also none of them, very few of them are there to like help you with that rejection. And so it just like that just keeps stacking. That stacks. It's the whole thing is always traumatic. It very rarely is, and not always, but the whole thing is often traumatic. And it very rarely leads to like you going back to a community of dudes who are going to support you and have ice cream and treats and be like, that fucking sucked. There's another girl out there. You might find a new person, right? I mean, I told you the story about the guy who wanted to photocopy my love letter to him and post it around the school. He showed it to everyone. He was disgusted by the idea of me liking him. Oh, that's terrible. And yet I didn't hate on men as a result. Yeah. Oh, Mimi, I'm sorry. I don't have like a loving, sweet thing for that. I need like a sweet, oh, we love you. But like, I think that is it. I just think in general, women, like it's the communities that we have. That's what it is. It's the communities that we have. We have different communities. One community is like loving, supportive, and caring, and the other is trying to like embarrass you, humiliate you, make you feel bad. The same guys who were telling you to go ask her out. Then as you get older, it turns into this kind of stuff, right? Where they are trying to humiliate you. Not only for you liking them and they didn't like you back, but humiliate you for not wanting to date them. They're trying to post your nudes. The old adage, like, the best way to get over someone is to get underneath somebody else. And like, all of these are terrible techniques. Okay. Like you actually do need to sit with the fact that your feelings were hurt. You like somebody and how you just move forward. It's wild that enough of y'all aren't doing the work. Like yeah. Oh, and when men find a hobby that requires them to develop some sort of community, such as Warhammer or D&D, it's viewed as nerdy and for losers. Correct. And like that also has to stop. Like we like men have to be able to have hobbies, but also not gatekeep said hobbies. And don't be like, girls gatekeep. We didn't say you can't come and hang out and paint your fingers and toes with us. You can do that. But like this.
Women are not going back.
Yeah, women are not going back. Yeah, it is almost like bring back man caves. Like I do feel like there has to be space for men to be able to be vulnerable with one another and not feel as if that vulnerability will be turned against them. Because once men start doing that for each other, it helps to break down the internalized misogyny that women have. Do you see what I'm saying? I know this is a very binary conversation, which is super annoying, but I apologize. But like, by doing that, it will help to break that down. Because if other men are like, yeah, no, men are allowed to cry. Like the fact that we still have the adage now, real men wear pink, like, okay, men wear whatever the fuck they want. If you want to wear a pink shirt, wear a pink shirt. We don't have to real men wear pink it to death. Like, just enjoy wearing pink. You know, you don't have to put man in front of everything. We don't have to have a merce. You can just be also carrying a purse. Like, we don't have to genderize like everything that men do. Oh, I don't have him up here. Hold on. I don't think I have him here. I don't think he's sitting here today. Because I think I may have moved him from being over here. And y'all are like trying to like give some love to baby Baffo, and he's not on the screen. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Many people nowadays
I'm
are
bringing
building
him.
their life on lies and spreading that information to try to help others. When I was younger, still young, when I first started meditating and getting into learning about, you know, the spirit realm and just having more, you know, autonomy over myself, I came across what's called red pill content. Okay, you have all kinds of creators now who
You're not
are
trauma dumping.
like these
I would tell you.
fake alpha males in which they are spreading knowledge in which ultimately isolates you, not only from, you know, real love, but from God, from truth, from real wisdom. And it kind of, you know, pits you against the world, against women specifically, in a way that is just, it's just weak and it's ugly. And I want you guys to understand this, that many times the people who are, you know, showing you these lifestyles, they don't actually have these lifestyles.
That part.
I live in Miami, and I'm in very close proximity to many of these people, many of these men in particular, in which they have this image, but they are not self-actualized. They have all this worldly wisdom, but they are far from the truth. They are far from Jesus.
Because here's the thing: if these men are just so successful, why don't they have a girlfriend or wife right there who behaves exactly like they said that women should behave? And I can tell you why. It's because, one, they would probably get the shit slapped out of them, but this is all a grift. You know? I chose to take up knitting and cheerleading. I also was a cheerleader. It was a time. It was a time and a thing that I was doing. It was a time. Cheerleading is a sport, by the way. It is a sport. Just want you to know that it takes a lot of strength to not only hold someone in the air with another person, but also when you flippity flop them up, that you're going to be there to catch them properly. You know? Because if we don't, like, do you understand like what happens after that? I want to say that. I was a base. I'm 5'8". That's, you know, they don't let us big bitches get up there. They're like, you are too tall. We had guys who did cheer as well, which I need the rhetoric around male cheerleaders to stop being like either they're homosexuals or they are just trying to mac on the girls. Like, can't they just like cheerleading? Thank you. Let men enjoy things.
They're far from universal and biblical truths, okay? A lot of times, people like this are leading you into a pit. They're leading you into a snare. And just because they seem like they have the life that you were looking for does not mean they are actually living that life. A lot of these people are not living that life. A lot of these people are manipulators. They're scammers. Okay, a lot of these people are not who you think they are. A lot of these people's social medias even are built upon mirage.
Bish.
Okay, they're built upon, you know, renting, built upon doing all these crazy things.
Yeah, also like hustle culture is like just part of the red pill, by the way. Hustle culture is part of the whole thing. Like they all of that, like rise and grind. What was that guy saying? Like I sleep at different times of the day so that I have more hours in the day. And I was like, yes, that is not correct. That is not how it works. Like I don't we need for more men to start waking up and taking these deep breaths into becoming a part of society. Okay. I know that it's frustrating in your mind that you can't do these things that you thought you were supposed to be able to do, like be the main provider in your household. But that's like capitalism's fault. And that's like the politicians' fault, bro. Like, those are the people who have done that to you. A lot of these Republicans who keep voting to like not raise the minimum wage, like that's the problem. It's not women in the workplace. Because I think that you are under the mistaken impression that like once they kick women out of the workplace and like make them be at home, be stay-at-home wives, that suddenly they're going to give y'all raises, and they're not. They're not going to do it. They're going to expect you to raise your family while you're like constantly pumping out kids, because you know the machine needs more workers on the same shitty salary that you had before. So yeah, like male nurses. Yeah, like I don't understand. Like, please just let men do things. And other men, don't be weird about it. Thank you so much for the follow. Follows are anonymous. Like, don't be weird about it. Don't, you know, the way that men are like, oh, male nurse, huh? Stop it. It's gross. Because I promise you, he hates it too. He hates it. So, you know, we just have to kind of remember that, like, I do at points try to have empathy and or sympathy, but also I do agree that at some point it becomes a choice for you to remain ensconced in this, right? Like if I'm on Reddit and I start realizing that some subreddit is pissing me off and causing me stress, I get out of it. Like I go, hide the subreddit. Thank you. Because I realized like I don't want to be pissed off like that. And I actually have started doing a lot more. I've been doing this for a while actually, but I very actively remove things that enrage me because like, you know, social media is in a lot of ways designed to piss us off and to show us things that are pissing us off. And so like I actively try to avoid it. Even doing this, I actively try to avoid that shit. Cause I'm like, you know what? If you're just trapped in a cycle of rage, then you're mad all day, every day. I report it and complain about it, then block it. So yeah, like I think that when you get out into the real world and you start doing this shit, as you found, especially when you go look at what's his face, when Ian was talking about, better known as iDubbbz, was talking about like why he was changing his content, like da 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 da. He went outside. Like legitimately, that is what happened. He found a lady. He found a wife and he went outside and he saw that shit reflected back at him. And I just think about the fact that if I should ever be recognized in public, what I would like reflected back at me is like dick jokes and menopause jokes. You know what I mean? Like that's what I would like reflected back at me. I don't want any like hate or awfulness reflected back at me. So on that note, I'm going to have to get up. I'm going to have to stop the YouTube side. Twitch, I'm going to take like a little break. YouTube, you know, thank you for being here. Subscribe if you want to subscribe. You know what I mean? If you made it all the way to the end of this thing. You know, I appreciate y'all. Follow if you want to follow. Join my Patreon if you want to. It's just Discord. Patreon and YouTube memberships, it's Discord. We chat over there. We have community. There is no NSFW because that shit is weird. Watch movies, watch shows. I'm watching Welcome to Derry. We've watched episode 1 and 2. That show, whoever directed it is obsessed with birth. Gross. And I will see y'all next time, which will be whenever something pisses me off or makes me happy or whatever the fuck I feel like doing. So there'll be, 2-hour-long lives left up for you as long as YouTube lets you keep it up. Okay. TTFN, I think. Let me see if I can do it properly. Let me see if I can do it right. Bye.